Our library has over 15,000 individual items. We have books, magazines, graphic novels, comics, DVDs, both educational and popular, and we also have a set of CDs that have like different music and sounds that you guys can use for films. In undergrad, I studied history, and I decided that I didn't want to be a history professor. And one of our assignments that we had to do was to go to an archive and look at original documents for a paper. Being there and being with all of those historical documents and manuscripts and things was really interesting to me. And what I decided to do then was go to library school to be an archivist. And I ended up falling into being a librarian after I graduated with my master's degree. We get magazines every month that are up to date. We just got a huge box full of like 15 books literally yesterday. So we get updated with things constantly. All throughout the week, we're constantly processing new books, we're processing magazines, we're getting them put on the shelves. So we get new things every single week, if not every single day. So our lending policy for books is 2 weeks, and you can have up to 15 items out. The class reserves, which are behind the desk, are 3 hours at a time, and it's in the library only. Magazines you can actually check out for 5 days as long as it's not a brand new issue, and you can have up to 5 of them. Movies and any CDs that you might want to take out are 3 days at a time, and the reference section that we have in the back is for in-library use only. So the online library is available 24/7. You can access it from home. All you have to do is sign into your student portal, and there'll be a link to the online library on the right-hand side of the page. Our library here is open Monday through Saturday. Monday through Thursday, we're open from 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 to 4. So when you're on the home page and for your student portal, and you click on the link that says online library on the right-hand side of the page, the next page that you'll be taken to is the online library homepage, essentially. And on the left-hand side, you'll see a series of links from home to online resources, etc. And over there, you'll click on online resources, and then you'll go ahead and click on all resources. And the second resource listed there will be EBSCOhost databases. And that is the largest collection of databases that we subscribe to. And when you click through there, you'll have access to everything from advertising databases to business to nursing to fashion. And that's really the best place to search. Also, if you go ahead and scroll down through that list, you'll find things like audio blocks and video blocks, WGSN, which is a really great fashion trends website. There's the American Film Scripts online, the ProQuest art collection, and that's really where all of our academic and free resources are going to be. What I really want for the library is for it to be a place where people can come in and work collaboratively on different projects. I want it to be a place where anytime people are working on something, they can come here, they can get help, they can get information, they can use it as a study space, whether it's individual or they're getting tutoring help or they're working on like a big group project. I really see libraries as sort of a neutral space. So it's not at home, it's not work, it's not really school, it's this third space where you can kind of create it to be whatever you need it to be, whether you're working on answering emails, you're writing a paper, you're talking with a friend, quietly, sort of. I think it's really important to think of the library conceptually like that it's separate from all these other spheres, so it can be exactly what the student needs it to be. And you have access to help. My master's degree is in library science. It's basically a master's in research. And I like helping people do that. It's really exciting for me. I think it's really fun, which most people think is ridiculous, but it's true. So I would really like for people to come here and utilize their resources instead of struggling and maybe, creating product or that isn't up to the standards that it could be, or really taking a really long time to do something that we could figure out together in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, depending on what the topic is. So yeah, I want it to be sort of a creative and educational commons, if that makes any sense.